Antonio, day 2 of the Victor Report. What's on my brain today? Well, just got in from Toronto yesterday. Did 2 events for the Mars Corporation. Spoke there. Went well. They loved it. Maybe I'll post some pictures later on my website or on Facebook. If you're not connected to me, you should be. Right now, I'm just here in my home office, just chilling, cup of coffee. Love coffee. Love mugs, by the way. I'm a mug fan, so I love different types of mugs. My favorite coffee is Colombian, just so you'll know. And today I want to talk about what's on my mind. Today I want to talk about maps, visual versus literal. And I thought about this because when you train people on how to sell, I realize that there's 2 methodologies. One is that you can make it very visual, and the other one is you can make it very literal. So, for example, I kind of drew this up. Don't judge my drawing. But you know how you print out something on Google Maps or something, and it always gives you the visual on the top, right? Here's how you get there, all the way to point, B, whatever. And then so you get the map, and they always ask you if you want the options at the bottom, which are the literal directions. And I found this to be a great analogy of how we learn. For example, a lot of us need the visual on how to actually sell. Okay, so visually, what do I need to do? I need to walk in the room. I need to then set up. I need to then present. I need to ask for the order, so forth, and so on. But other people really need the literal translation of what they need to do. In other words, they need you to walk them step by step through what they need to do when they walk into a sales situation. Now, this is important because sometimes when we train people, depending on your style, how you teach, you may be a very visual person. So you give the information in a very visual sense. All right, here's how it works. Here's how it goes. Here's what it does, right? But if the person is a very logical, literal person, in other words, very linear, very left brain, likes to things logically, it's not going to make a lot of sense to them. So sometimes you have to literally just lay out what you need them to do step by step in order for them to really understand the process of selling or presenting or whatever it may be. Now, you may be thinking, well, Victor, if I do that, they'll become very mechanical robots. No. What happens is that they start out very mechanical because they're following the steps. But what happens over time, let's say after 10 times, choosing an arbitrary number, they start to become more natural with it. It starts to flow better. So sometimes it's better to choreograph the moves in a sales process, and then after a while the person becomes very comfortable. So keep this in mind. If you're a trainer or a manager or you're trying to really manage people, maybe what's wrong with their selling is not so much that they don't understand how to do it, is that they need you to kind of walk them through the sequence in a literal sense, and then they become very comfortable. So again, we have different learning styles, but I thought this Google Map analogy was quite brilliant when you think about it in terms of how we manage people and how we deal with people. So again, some people are very visual, just kind of give me the general direction. Here's where I start, here's where I need to end. I'll figure it out. But there's other people, especially those who are just starting out, that may need you to walk them through the little step by step by step. How do I get from point A to point B? Please help me out. And then after a while, they become very natural in what they do. Anyway, just thought I'd share this insight today on day 2 of the Victor Report. Have a great day. Take care.